What's going on, guys? It's Kai. I've been going around asking my community and the greater Multiversus community what the top 5 most hated moves in the game are, and of course, instead of just bitching about them, we are going to get to the bottom of this and figure out all the different ways we can deal with them. So without any further ado, let's get started. So taking the first slot with little to no contest is Superman's flying command grab. NANI? The grab box for this move is egregious. There is no doubt about that. Once you get caught by the move enough times, especially if you get caught when you're clearly above Superman, next time you see the move, you're going to just start trying to run from it. Usually trying to avoid the move altogether by dodging or jumping. The issue is you become predictable, and if you don't have a full dodge gauge, you're more often than not going to get grabbed anyway because of how slow Superman travels. See, the way to beat this move is not to go around it, but to go through the move, through Superman. See, Superman has no armor on the move, and most characters have 1 to 2 disjointed attacks that can beat it outright. If you don't know what a disjointed attack is, or don't know what your character's disjointed options are, check out my last video. A link should be appearing on screen right about now. REINDOG is the spam god with moves including but not limited to neutral attack, up special, and down special. I couldn't choose just one because if you don't main REINDOG, they all look the same to you. Luckily, there is a perk called School Me Once that also treats these moves all the same too. With it, anytime you get hit during the bullet hell, you can rush in with the projectile shield that'll eat the next projectile for you for free. But if you're anything like me, getting hit is just not part of the plan. For like-minded individuals, I recommend the Clear the Air perk or Sturdy Charger. Both of these are going to turn your neutral dodge into a zoner's worst nightmare. If you're having trouble mechanically neutral dodging, remember you can set a button to just neutral dodge under the controls. Best part about all these perks is only you or your teammate have to run them because it applies to you and your ally, the whole team. Jake's forward air really is something else. It's a disjoint that he can aim at any angle in front of him. And if he misses, he's usually so far away, he can just try again and again. Except he can't. Similar to Superman's command grab, it's easy to condition yourself to go around the move instead of through the move. This usually gives him the time he needs to reposition and throw out another aerial. If you've ever 1v1 Jake, you've probably seen this sequence a million times. He does his forward air, you dodge it, and quickly try to attack before he can recover and dodge away. But of course he dodges anyway, and you get hit attacking where he was instead of where he was gonna be, starting the whole process over again. Unlike most attacks where dodging through usually leads to a hit, with this move it's actually a 2-step process. The first step is dodging the aerial inwards to apply pressure, but you don't swing. More often than not, he's gonna be allowed to dodge away. That's just the strength of the attack. Secondly, what you want to do is bait out his following attack or his panic move and then go for the punish. Usually his grounded options are what you want to look for as they have a lot more recovery. Keep in mind though, if the Jake player catches on to the strategy, they'll probably punish you for waiting after the initial dodge, but this just means you can revert back to the classic dodge and swing like how you usually play the game. No doubt though, this is a risky approach, so to help with this I recommend Slippery Customer and Boundless Energy to keep these interactions consistent in your favor. VELMA sussed us all out at one point, but it doesn't always have to result in a trip to the police station. As she summons the cop car, she's actually in a channel, meaning neither her or the cop car can act. Knowing this, all you have to do is look out for the huge visual cue when she has collected all the evidence she needs and try to bum rush her. Most VELMAs will try to run off to the side of the map or get really close to their teammate to buy time for the channel, but once you get used to the signal, call it out for you and your teammate, and you should be able to rack up the damage on the cop car as it's coming out before it attacks, reducing what's usually setting up a free kill to now a mild threat. The great thing about fighting Iron Giant is that he's combo food. As soon as you hit him, he's right there in the middle of a Twitter combo, but sometimes you blink and then all of a sudden he's sitting on you, sending you to the Shadow Realm. So what's going on there? It's probably because of his magnetic field, his neutral special. When this comes out, not only does he get a few hits of armor, he gets a few hits of super armor, armor that can't even be broken by armor break moves. On top of that, if he's eaten metal beforehand, he can have up to 5 hits of his super armor on top of that, making him a tank in every sense of the word. Fortunately for us, it's only duration based and lasts about 5 seconds, so the second you see it, just disengage it and wait it out. The key to countering this move is remembering its cooldown is about 18 seconds, and he'll probably save it for escaping combos. If you know your combo is ending soon, instead of continuing to pressure him, you can try to bait it out. Being proactive, trying to bait the shield out is key, and that's what will keep its impact relatively low throughout the match. I cannot tell you how many times Matches have got out of hand because I just let him pop it mid-combo and just sit on me and my teammate. Be better, my friends. Bait out the shield and then turn him into combo food. Here are a few honorable mentions that are kind of a pain to deal with but didn't quite make the cut. First thing I want to talk about is Batman's Batarang. When Batman throws the Batarang, you can destroy it as it's coming to you if it whiffs or he doesn't pick it up after hitting you with it. I recommend taking Clear the Air because once you get a feeling for when the Batman player will throw the Batarang, you'll have more than enough time to react and neutral dodge because they'll usually charge it. Destroying it will increase the cooldown time significantly and should be an objective in neutral, especially in 1v1s. Coming in for number 2, we have ARYA'S Dagger. And similar to Batman's Batarang, you want to destroy it while it's still midair if you can see it coming, but keep in mind if it does land on the floor, you definitely don't want to walk over it because the more successful teleport she gets off of it, the cooldown is reduced significantly. And our third honorable mention is more of a general kind of thing. When you guys are facing Tom and Jerry, do not forget Jerry can be killed. He can take a few hits, but after he's down, Tom's kit becomes a lot more one-dimensional. If you catch Tom slipping and Jerry is not being protected, either by Tom or his teammate, make it a priority to take him out. It'll take about 12 seconds for Jerry to respawn. That's your window. So there are definitely more moves and strategies being developed that are just as annoying, if not more. So this is by no means my last video on the topic. In fact, if you want to get ahead of the game, I recommend watching our video on how to beat Taz-Nado because it will return with a vengeance. If you have already, good on you, mate. Follow through by subscribing to the channel and liking the video. It really helps us grow. Besides that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.